In the last class, we have discussed about the simultaneous linear equation. That means if you have given any two linear equations, how to find the solution of these two linear equations by the graphical method. This one we have solved. So here, up to now, we have solved four methods. What are those methods? Which is the elimination method, substitution method, addition and the subtraction of the method, and the graphical method. By any of these methods, you can solve the simultaneous linear equations. Let us see once again. So, by the elimination method, how you can solve? Let us consider here two equations, which is x plus y is equal to 3, x minus y is equal to 2. If you want to solve these two equations by the elimination method, you need to eliminate one value. So, how do you eliminate here? You know that here plus y minus y will get cancelled. So, what is the value of x plus x, which is 2x, is equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5. Right? So, what is the value of x, which is nothing but 5 by 2. This is the value of the x. If you want to find the value of the y, you need to substitute in any of the equations. So, let us take the first equation, which is x plus y is equal to 3. Now, what is the value of x we got, which is 5 by 2 plus y is equal to 3. Then what is the value of y? If you take this plus 5 by 2 to that side, it will become minus 5 by 2. So that you will get here 3 minus 5 by 2. Now take the LCM. What you will get here? 3 into 2, which is 6, minus 5 by 2, which is 1 by 2. Like this, you can solve by using the elimination method. This one I already told in the last sessions. So if you have given any two linear equations in two variables, you can solve the value of the x and y by using the elimination method. You can go for the substitution method also. Let us see once again that one also. What is the substitution method? If you have given any linear equations, consider x plus y, 5x minus y is equal to some 1. Let us consider this one. If you want to find by using the substitution method, what we need to do here, substitution, the name itself says here, we need to consider one value and you have to find one variable value you need to substitute in the other equation. Let us solve that one. So consider the first equation, x plus y is equal to 5. Find any of the variable your wish. So I am finding here the value of the x. So what is the value of the x? Y minus y. Right? So what is the value of x? 5. If you take plus y to that side, it will become minus 1. Now you got the value of the x. Just substitute the value of the x here. So what you will get here? Y minus 5 minus y is equal to 1. So what you are getting here? 5 minus y is equal to 1. What is the value of minus y, which is minus 2y. So you will get here 5 minus 2y is equal to 1. Now take this plus 5 to that side. It will become minus 5. So you will get here minus 2y is equal to 1 minus 5. What is the value of 1 minus y, which is minus 4. So here this minus will get cancelled. What is the value of y, which is 4 by 2, which gives you here 2. Like this you need to find by using the substitution method. What it says here, if you consider any two linear equations in two variables, you have to take the first equation and you need to find the value of the x. Just substitute that value of the x in the second equation so that this whole equation will change right? Suppose, see here in page number 12. Now we are going to discuss about the nature of solutions. What is the meaning of nature of solution? That means here, if you have given any two linear equations, without solving the linear equations, you can say whether you are getting the unique solution or infinitely many solutions or no solutions. That one we are going to learn now. What it states here, let us construct two linear equations. So, let us consider it as a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, and let us consider second one, which is a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Let us consider these two linear equations in two variables. So, here what you will get here, you know here up to now we have discussed, if you have given two equations, you can solve by any of the four methods. Now, what I am saying here, without solving, you can say whether you are getting the unique solution or many solutions or no solutions. So, let us see what are the conditions for that. So, here, if a1 by a2 is not equal to b1 by b2, then we can say that the given linear equations has a unique solution. Then what we can say about that one, which is having a unique solution. And the next one, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then we can say that it has infinitely many solutions. What we can say about that one, it is having infinitely many solutions. And the third one, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2, then we can say that those linear equations has no solution. Okay? If these three things, if you can remember, you can say here, if you have given any two linear equations without solving the linear equations, we can say here whether they have a unique solution or infinitely many solution or no solution. So here what is a1, a2, what is b1, b2 is nothing but the quotients, right? What is a1, which is the quotient of x, and what is b1, quotient of y, and what is c1, which is nothing but the constant. And what is a2, quotient of again x in the second equation, and here let us consider this one as a1 x1, a2 x2 or anything, right? Now let us solve this one with the help of the examples. So here, what is the example they have given? 2x plus 3y is equal to 10 and 4x plus 6y is equal to 20. So here, if you see here in page number 12, they have given here one example, this one. So you need to state whether these equations are having the infinitely many solution or unique solution or no solution. You need to state that one without doing any of the process. That means without doing elimination method, substitution method, and after that addition and subtraction method and the graphical method. These four methods you know. If you have given any two linear equations in two variables, you can solve by using those methods. Without using that method, you can solve this one. So, how do you solve this one? What is the value of a1 here, which is 2, right? So, here the value of a1 is 2 because it is a quotient of x. And what is the value of b1, which is 3? And what is the value of a2, which is 4? And what is the value of b2, which is 6? Just compare this one with this one and this one with this one, right? Here what is the value of a1, which is 2, and what is the value of b1, which is 3, and what is the value of a2, 4, and what is the value of b2, which is 6. Now let us find a1 by a2 and b1 by b2. What is the value of a1 by a2, which is nothing but 2 by 4, and what is the value of b1 by b2, which is 3 by 6. Now what is the value of c1 by c2? What is and what is C2, which is nothing but minus 20. Why I am taking here minus? Because you can observe that here plus C1 is equal to 0 is there, right? So here this one it does not have in the form of this one. So how you can write? If you take this 10 to this side, it will become minus 10. So that what you will get is equal to 0, right? Now this one it is changed in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0. Now what is the value of c1? Which is minus 10. So here I am writing here the c1 by c2 value. Now again if you take this 20 to this side, it will become minus 20. So what you will get here, which is equal to 0. Now again if you compare, what is the value of c2, which is minus 20. So I have written here minus 10 by minus 20. Now let us cancel these one. What you will get here, 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Similarly, 3 ones are 2, 3 twos are 6. 10 ones are 10, 10 twos are 20. So what we got it here, we got it here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, because you got all the fractions are equal, which is nothing but 1 by 2. Now let us see here what is the condition here. This one, if a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2, then what we can say here, we can say it here it has infinitely many solutions. So we can say that these two linear equations, if you consider here, after solving these equations you will get infinitely many solutions. Here we did not solve anything, just substituting the values we got here. So without doing this one directly you can say it here, right? 2 by 4, which is nothing but 1 by 2. 3 by 6, again 1 by 2. 10 by 20, again 1 by 2. You got here all the quotients are equal, right? a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is equal to c1 by c2. So we can say that it has infinitely many solutions. Without doing itself, by oral calculation also you can say it here, right? Now this is the one they have given, and let us see here one more example is also given. Let us see that one also. So here they have given here 3x plus 5y is equal to 18, 6x plus 10y is equal to 40. So if you want to say whether these equations have unique solution or infinitely many solution or no solution, you need to take the ratio of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2. Before writing this one, let us write this one in the form of this one. So you can write this one as 3x plus 5y. Let us take this 18 to this side, it will become minus 18 is equal to 0. Now consider this equation, this one you can write it as 6x plus 10y. If you take plus 40 to this side, it will become minus 40 is equal to 0. Now it is in the form of a1x plus b1y plus c1 is equal to 0, a2x plus b2y plus c2 is equal to 0. Now what is the value of a1 here, which is 3. What is the value of b1? 5. And what is the value of c1, which is minus 18. Now let us go for the next one. What is the value of a2, which is 6. And what is the value of b2, which is 10. And what is the value of c2, which is minus 40. Now take the ratio of these two values. You will get here a1 by a2, b1 by b2, c1 by c2. Now take the ratios. What you are getting here, 3 by 6, which is nothing but 1 by 2. So write it here 1 by 2. 5 by 10, which is nothing but 1 by 2. So you get here 1 by 2. And what is c1 by c2, which is nothing but 18 by 40. So here write it as 18 by 40. These two will get cancelled in two tables. You will get 2 9s are 18 and 2 1s are 40. So and after that you got it here a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, because these two values are equal. Now you got it here, this is not equal to c1 by c2. What is the condition here? It is satisfied a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2. So we can say that these equations are not having any solution. So if you want to find the solution, you need to check the coefficient ratios. That is here a1 by a2, which is 1 by 2, 5 by 10, again it is 1 by 2, and here minus 18 by minus 40, which is nothing but 9 by 20. Clearly what it got it here, a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2 is not equal to c1 by c2.